Dear Tutor, Jess and Kayla told me that this letter was supposed to be 1 page in length, so I'm currently listening to Beyonce and pounding out this video while drinking coffee because I was never really one for page constraints, and Michelle can attest to that. I wish that my voice sounded like Morgan Freeman's, but it doesn't, and I'm also sick and sound like a bullfrog. I hope you pay attention anyway, because what I have to say is important. Welcome to the Writing Center. You now belong to the single most influential site of my undergraduate career, and I am so incredibly jealous of you. I already miss this place and these people, because this is a space full of stories. This is the space where I once dropped the coffee pot so hard on the counter that Jess was already thinking about a new coffee pot not really being in the budget before she walked around the corner to see me grimacing at a pool of coffee on the floor while Jake and Miles and Liam laughed hysterically from the orange couches. This is a space where I cried for 2 hours after hearing the story of a young woman's experience with sexual assault and abuse, as I helped her write a letter to a judge regarding a restraining order. This is the space where Michelle first pulled me as a young researcher into her office after yelling, "Y'all know anything about this thing called GIS?" And I catapulted into a world of academic conferences, travel grants, and awards because she first believed in me and provided me the resources to contribute my voice to a conversation. This is the space where a writer submitted a job application with me after I had watched them fight to graduate college through 3 years of tutoring. This is a space where walls simply don't work, and I encourage you not to try to move those walls without Jess's magic touch. This is the space that quickly falls into panic when the coffee is gone, but an even bigger panic when the mints are gone. This is a space where you can have a conversation with the dean of the CLS, the Culligan man, a war veteran, a grad student from Kenya, and a cat, all within an hour-long period. This is the space where Isaac hid cotton ball mice in every possible nook and cranny for my 23rd birthday, a year after he had serenaded me with Taylor Swift on his banjo in the same place. This is the space that sent me to Disney World, where I learned of Jess's similarities with Donald Duck, and the space that flew me to Pittsburgh, where I learned a lot about Jack's affinity for sandwiches at 3 a.m. This is the space that introduced me to Jackie Gritch McKinney and the potential for undergraduate research in the Writing Center discourse community. This is the space where I learned to stand up for myself and the validity of my thoughts and opinions without compromising others' thoughts and opinions. This is the space where I learned the value of digital rhetorics and the fact that an open mind with multimodal writing is absolutely required. This is the space where I jumped and screamed in the corner after learning that Carrie had gotten a job as a technical writer. This is a space where I was supposed to be attending a studio meeting, but instead sat in a tattoo chair as Michelle texted me asking me where I was. This is the space where I learned that closing my mouth and opening my ears and mind was my most valuable resource. This is the space that I mentored incredible new tutors like you, which is funny because I learned far more from them than I could ever hope to show them. This is the space where I became comfortable in my own skin as a woman, a sexual assault survivor, a writer, a reader, a researcher, and a tutor. This is where I learned that getting paid to be a peer tutor was the funniest thing ever because you will benefit so much more from this space, these people, and these interactions than you can ever give them. This is a space of inclusivity, reflexivity, collaborativity, and too much caffeine. This is the space where I laughed so hard on the couches during a studio meeting that Molly, Kate, and I only need to hear Anonymous Beaver before crying from laughter again. This is the space where I met Michelle, Jess, Miles, and Kayla, all of whom have become my greatest role models, mentors, and friends. This is a space where I met my male twin in Ian Jarasco, and the unbreakable duo became the most annoying and wonderful thing to hit the Writing Center door laughing until the appearance of a G-Kid. This is where I learned the necessity of empathy, constructive criticism, long 20-second hugs, reflexive questions, dark chocolate, silence, and turning your payroll in on time. This is a place of revision. You will make mistakes. You will forget to send session notes. You will forget a meeting and probably get a tattoo while you're forgetting it. You will be too directive in a session. You will think of the resource the writer needed 2 hours after their paper was due, and you will learn more from those moments than the perfect sessions and the easy writing groups. You will get frustrated with yourself, and I can guarantee you will have a session that will make you want to pull your hair out. But Jess's chair is always available, and Michelle's office is just a peek over the frosted glass away. The peer tutors that surround you will become your greatest resources and best friends. The writers that walk in the door will challenge you, question you, and push you to grow in unimaginable ways. I hope you allow yourself to be changed and to change things too. Congratulations and welcome. You are about to take part in some seriously kick-ass stories here.